Okay, year 11. What I thought I'd do is actually run through a video version of the homework that I've set you. And I'm doing this having not checked the pre-prepared any of this at all. So I'm going to talk you through precisely what I would do if I'm seeing this for the first time. So I start by reading the question. Source A. Give two things you can infer from source A about. It's a typical 4-mark question, and what it's asking you to do is to say, one thing I can infer from source A is, another thing I can infer from source A is blah blah blah. So as we go through, what I need to know about this, you need to know in order to answer this question. The first part is I need to know what the word infer means. And that all that means is suggest. What does the source suggest about? And then there will be a topic in following on afterwards. So, as a reminder, the first thing you do when you get a source is read the caption. So I start by reading the caption, which I can see is given to me here. So it says, from the diary of Ruth Strasser, an ordinary German woman living through the Weimar Republic. So the key things that I note immediately as I come through this is that it's a diary entry of an ordinary woman who's living through the Weimar Republic. This was written in 1919, so I know that the Republic has been established by then, and then I can read the actual content of the extract. So it says, the new constitution seems to have many strengths. That's the word that stuck out in my mind as I start along reading, especially for me as a woman. Why is it important for her as a woman? Well, as we know, women were given the vote for the first time in this constitution. Getting the right to vote equally to men feels exciting. If the president is strong, then I feel our country will be protected in a crisis. So this is something that she felt was beneficial. The president being strong is going to protect the country. Because we can now elect local representatives to go to the Reichstag, my local area will be able to keep its traditions. So obviously she's a person that likes life the way that it has been, but is enjoying these new freedoms, that, such as voting, that she's been allowed. But I do not know if everyone is as happy as me, particularly the army, or the new or whether the new government will be able to control them if they resist. So this is suggesting here that other people are perhaps not as happy as she is. She's happy, but other people aren't, such as the army. And she's also talking here about the strength of the new government, because she talks about if they will be, whether the government can fight back against the army. So, two things I can infer from source A about the strengths or weaknesses of the Weimar Constitution. Two things I can infer. So, one thing I can infer is that what can I infer? That the German women were happy with the new constitution. How do I know that? Because she says it seems to have many strengths. Details in the source that tells me equally getting the right to vote to men feels exciting. I'd feel that's better, even better than saying it has many strengths. So details in the source that tell me this, and I'm putting little quote marks. Getting the right to vote, and I'll just put some ellipses in there. I'll get rid of that because that's getting the right to vote. Where does it say? Feels exciting. Right. So another factor I can infer, I don't know if everyone, I can infer it suggests not everyone was happy, or there might be some weaknesses. Details in the source that tell you that. Will the government might not be able to control the army. And I'd put that, and then I'd do, just to prove that that's what it's saying, I'd go quote there, if they, the army, what does it say precisely? Resist. Oh, sorry about that, whizzing up and down. And that's how you answer a 4-mark question. You literally make your point, get a quote from the source, make another point, and then quote from the source like that. And it will be, it's 5 minutes in the actual exam, and it's a nice quick way of obtaining 4 marks just by reading and understanding a source. So there you go.